network routing configuration. Basically, here we are automating the network traffic, that how it should flow. We are automating the network traffic in traffic manager profile, that how it should flow as per our network routing configuration. If we take an example one, let's say we have two web applications. We have two web applications which is hosted on East US region. Now this application could be on VM or on Azure app services. Okay. If it is hosted on Azure VM, then we call it as IaaS services. If it is hosted on web apps, then we are calling it as PaaS services, whatever it is. Okay. If this application is critical to business in which the client cannot afford a downtime even 2 minutes. Amazing. See what I'm saying here? The client is saying that downtime for 2 minutes also I cannot accept. Downtime means what? Website is not available. You will get when you type indigo.com, you will get site not reachable, site not found, error 404. That is called as downtime. Okay. So client is saying that even for 2 minutes also, the website should not be down. That's pretty obvious. See, if you take an example of indigo.com, then different people, hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people are booking their flight tickets from different places, from different countries, from different cities. Correct or not? We never know on which time how many people are booking the flight tickets from how many different places. And if the website is down for 10 minutes, then it will be a total loss for the indigo.com website, Indigo company. That's why every client wants that website should be always up and running. What happens if by chance the infrastructure in East US region goes down? If the infrastructure means virtual machine goes down, then how can we make our application to be available? Then here we could have a backup available in another region. Means what? Another website. Okay, let's say West US region, and I can have this Azure Traffic Manager service available, which could be used to route the traffic to another app in another region. If in case the primary app does, if the primary app goes down for any of the reasons. So see here, I have given a small diagram for your understanding. See, these are the different users. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is. I'm having two websites. This is website 1, this is website 2. This website I have created in East US region. This I have created in West US region. Now, suppose this website is down by any chance. Okay. Sometimes the website will be down. Okay, with planned downtime also. Planned downtime means we want to make the website down. Why we want to make the website down? See, in websites we are having multiple features, multiple services. We'll see multiple services on the websites. Example, if I open this one, okay, if I open this one, if I say here, okay, like onlinesbi.com. Okay, onlinesbi.com. So now, see, in this website, these are all different features. Home loan, gold loan, vehicle loan, express credit card, pension loan, e-mudra loan. These are the different features, right? So every business means every website will try to give new features like this to its customers. That's very true. You have to be very much up to date. You have to give different types of offerings, services, discounts. Okay, new type of schemes. Then only your business will survive in the market. So when we have implemented a new feature, kind of something like this, okay, gold loan, then to show this feature here on your website like this, okay, the code building, code deployment will happen at the backend. Okay, and when we are doing a code building, code deployment to show this feature on our website, then on that particular time, maybe some 15-20 minutes, the website should be down. In that case, what we'll do when we are deploying a new feature on our website 1, for an example, then what we'll do, we'll use this concept called traffic manager profile, in which we'll say that all the users who are trying to access our website should be redirected to the secondary website, to the second website instead of the first one. And who with whom will do this, routing of our users to secondary website? Using traffic manager profile. Using traffic manager profile. Okay. Front end. Yes, this is completely front end. Website, this is front end only. And traffic manager profile is the one which will route your network traffic accordingly as per the network routing configuration, what we are doing here. It's completely, kind of automation that we can do. Only one time. We are just automating the network traffic here one time. That's it. Then automatically it will happen every time as per the routing configuration that what we have done. This is what about traffic manager profile, guys. So here I'm having two websites. Now these two websites are carbon copy to each other. This website and this website are carbon copy, exactly same to each other. Okay. And what will happen here with this, the users who are connecting to our website, they will think that they are connecting to first website only. See what is happening here. These websites are carbon copy. If this website is down also, not available, traffic manager profile silently redirect all the users to the secondary website. And this users will think that this is first website only. Why? Because we are creating these two websites exactly similar to each other. Okay, fine. And this can be helped with the help of a traffic manager profile here. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll just go to Azure portal and I'll show you the practical implementation, how we can do this website deployment. Okay, fine. So I'll just come here. Let me see, the resource group is there. Okay, it is there, and I'm having only RSV in this resource group. What I'll do, I'll go to home and I will start deploying two websites. And I'm deploying the websites using what? PaaS services. I'm deploying the websites using PaaS service, that is platform as service. Okay, platform as service. So for this, what I'll use app services. App services, okay, is considered as platform as service. App services is considered as a platform as service. Okay, so I'll deploy two websites quickly with app services. So I'll just say here app services. Okay, I got it here, app services. Go to the app services, click on create to create a website. Two websites I'm creating with app services, and this app services is referred as a platform as service. Okay, platform as service. Okay, I'll say the resource group as Naresh RG. I'll give the resource website name here. Okay, I'll give it as myapp1515. Something name I'm giving. Okay, I'm giving the website name as myapp1515. How I want to publish this website? I'm saying code. Using code, I'm publishing this website. Which code? See here, you're having plenty of options. You can use .NET code, you can use Go programming, you can use Java, you can use Node.js, you can use PHP, you can use Python, you can use Ruby, whatever you want, you can take it up. I'm saying here, I'll use .NET. Okay. And .NET, I'm taking here ASP.NET. I'm taking operating system as Windows. I'm deploying this in East US region. Windows plan, it is taking some plan here. If you want, you can change the plan. You can say here, my app 1515 plan. Something like this, I'm giving it here. Fine. Next, this is, see, to run any website, we obviously need the underlying infrastructure. Correct now? Websites cannot run just like that on their own. They need some power. They need some processing. They need some memory. They need some virtual cores. So for that, we are having multiple plans to choose. See now, whatever as per the requirement we can choose. If you are deploying a website which is a standard website, then you can take this plan. It is having, see, 2 virtual CPUs and 8 GB memory, and it is charging how much? 18,059 rupees per month plus 18% GST. No, if you want further more, then you can take here 8 virtual CPUs, 32 GB memory. Okay, ACU is 195, and it is charging you how much? Is 72,236 rupees per month. Very costly. So like this, multiple processing power or underlying infrastructure for your websites to run, host, address the users. Okay, take your business up and running. You are having multiple packages, multiple plans, whichever you want as per your project requirement, you can choose. What I'm doing here, I'm just taking a minimal one, something like this. Okay, I'll take this one. I'm taking a minimal one here. Okay, this is fine. Anyhow, it's a trial version for us. Okay, we can pick it up this one. Okay, .NET web application and .NET web API hosting. I don't think so. It is same, Madhavi. APIs is something different and web application is something different. Okay, so we are hosting here kind of application using the .NET coding. Okay, I'm not going in detail for this coding and all. Okay, that is not in our syllabus. In our syllabus we are learning the services of Azure cloud computing. Okay, our focus is here. But for your question, yes, I can answer very clearly that APIs are different and web applications are different. No, web APIs hosting we are not covering. Okay, that is not in our syllabus. Fine. Next, I'm saying here deployment. Okay, and then in this deployment, what I'm saying here, see continuous deployment. If you make this feature enable, then you can simply say here enable, then your GitHub account will get sync. You can sync your GitHub account with this web app, with this web application, so that your developers can directly deploy the code from GitHub account only to your website. Okay, so anyhow, I'm going to delete it after this class, this all resource groups and everything. So I'm not disabling here. I'm not enabling here. I'll simply say here disable. Next, networking. Enable public access means what? The website, whoever wants, they can access it. I'm just making it as public as on. Okay, network injections. I'm just setting it as off here. Network injection means any attacks from your on your network from different people. Okay, people may connect to your website from different networks. So it will just protect your website from network injections. Just say it as off here. Next, monitoring. You want to see all the insights of your website, like how much time your website is responding to open, how much time it is taking to address one user. Okay, and how many users are getting login to your website in one day. Okay, how many concurrent users are there. Concurrent users means at a time how many users are browsing your website, like this all kind of information, the website performance and everything. Then you can simply say here as yes. Next, pass on the tags, pass on the business tags here accordingly as per your project requirement. Next, say here review plus create. Okay, simply click on create here. Now you are going to deploy first website. Okay, this is a nominal website I have deployed, guys. Okay, this first one is done. Now I'll go for the secondary website. Secondary website means same. It is also same, no change at all. But what we'll do, this website will deploy in different region. Will deploy in a different region here. Okay, so let the deployment goes on here. We'll wait for some time for it. Good. The deployment is going on. So what I'll do, meanwhile, I'll just go ahead and I'll deploy one more website of same look and feel. Same look and feel. Okay. Naresh RG, say here my app 1717. Same details, guys. I'm filling the same details, no change at all. Only the website name is getting changed here. And I'll pick up this one in East US2 region. I'll say here my app. Okay, 1717 plan. Okay. Rest of the things I'm just filling all as I have explained for the previous website. I'll go and I'll deploy this one. Okay. Validation is going on. First website is done. It is still validating. Let us see. Sometimes it will not allow us. Okay. No, yes, except that, good catch, Madhavi, very good catch. Except that everything is going to be same. Why we cannot take the same website name is because in Azure, it will not allow you to deploy multiple resources of with same name. That's why we are taking a different name. And next question you could be asking me then is, how can you say that the websites are same, sir? In that case, what we'll do, we will purchase the domain. Okay, we'll purchase the domain, and using the domain name system, we'll create the records. Okay, ASET record, TXT records and all. And using these records, what we'll do, we will give the same name to our website on front end, but at the back end, it will be different names for our website. So for an end users, okay, it will be same name only. We are just managing these two websites with our domain. If we are purchasing a domain, then using the records, creating the records, okay, for front-end users, we can make it as same website. Okay. But for the backend means like we people, technical people. Okay, we know that these are the different websites. Okay, you got it, Madhavi? Good catch. I think it will fail the validation, guys, because this is not allowed actually. Not allowed in the sense this is a free trial account now. So in free trial account, to deploy two websites, it will show some nakras. Okay, it will show some drama. I know that for previous batches also it's get failed very badly. So it's still validating. I'm not sure if it gets failed, then I'll jump for the paid subscription. Okay. So see guys, out of total demos, suppose for an example, if I'm showing here for you guys, example 60 demos I'm showing. 60 demos in total course of Azure DevOps. Then, okay, I believe some 2 to 3 demos, okay, that you cannot do in Azure free trial account. Only 2 to 3 demos, that's it. Rest, all demos you can do in free trial account only. Okay. And in the 2-3 demos, I believe this is the one. Okay. Website deployments and PaaS services. This is the one that I think we cannot do in free trial. See, it is still showing validating here. Let it get failed. If it's get failed also, it is fine. Okay. A different location I have taken here, East US to Khaja. No. Why? See, if it's get failed now, I can go ahead. I can apply some techniques. So it still not get failed. That's why I'm waiting for it. Okay. I'm taking Australia Central. Okay. Two things have changed, guys. Okay. Region and plan. Yes. Deploying. So we are going to see two websites here now soon. Okay. Okay, good. See now here, I was about to tell you guys. Okay. So see now, two websites we are seeing here. Okay. The other website will come. Just wait for some time. It will come. Okay. Okay. Now see, two websites are available here. One is in East US, one is in Australia Central. And go inside this one. So this is the URL. Okay. Put the URL here. Go to this website also. Copy the URL. Paste it. See, are you finding any difference in these two websites except this number? No, right? Everything, I mean, this one, this body of the website is everything is carbon copy. No change at all. And regarding this website name also, if you're having a domain, you can create a DNS records and then you can manage it at the backend. Okay, internally it will route to different website to an end user. And for us, for DevOps engineers, we can understand, okay, it is one different website only. Okay. No, no, it won't be. No, I'm not having a domain, Khaja. Okay. The domains are very costly. These days, the domains are charging 10,000, 15,000 per month. Okay. Fine. So that will be taken care by networking team. Okay. Upload your own code. No, it's not going to be like this. Devendra, you are going to write the code in Visual Studio, and then from Visual Studio, you are deploying your code on this app services. That is again a separate demo. Here, my focus is on traffic manager profile. Okay. That's why I am focusing on traffic manager profile concept with some basic websites deployment directly in Azure Cloud Computing. The one what you are asking, Devendra, that is a separate demo that I am going to show in the upcoming classes. How we are writing the code in Visual Studio, how we are managing the code, and that complete website again will deploy here in this app services that I'll show in the upcoming classes. Okay. Yes. No, no. Khaja, as there are many ways that you can do this demo. Okay. It's not the one what I'm showing. This is one of the ways. Okay. In you depends upon your project. There are many ways. In some projects, they will directly, write the code in Visual Studio for real-time websites, and they will publish on the app services, or they can also put the website in the virtual machines. Depends. Multiple approaches are there. Okay, I'm taking this approach to show you the demo for traffic manager profile. Okay, getting. So now two websites are there. Both websites are carbon copy to each other. No change at all. Fine. Now what I'll do, I'll create a traffic manager profile now. Okay. I'll say here traffic manager profile. Traffic manager profile. Okay. So I'll click on create. Okay. I'll say here something like, Naresh traffic manager profile. Okay. I'll give some unique name here for my traffic manager profile. Okay, Naresh 1990 traffic manager profile. If I give here Naresh 1990, If I give here Naresh TMP, then it might fail because it will say the name has already been taken. That's why I'm saying here something unique number 1990. Next, routing method. See, traffic manager profile is having multiple options for you. Okay, performance is what we use. See, I have mentioned here. Okay, see, priority. Okay, priority, weighted, performance, geographic. See, the same what I have mentioned here in the material, na? Priority, weighted, performance, geography. Okay, this what I'm showing here. Performance, weighted, priority, geography. Okay, and some other two also they have added. Performance is what we use performance when, okay, if we want our end users to use the closest endpoint in terms of the lowest network latency, then we can opt or we can use this option. Okay, see now for an example, if I'm saying a performance, some requester, some end user is opening my website from New Zealand or Australia, then traffic manager profile will give that website to that user, which we have hosted in Australia Central region, for New Zealand regions, for India also, I believe. Okay. Whereas the users who are opening our website from Canada, Mexico, US, then traffic manager profile will open the website for that user, which we have hosted in East US region, something like this performance. Okay. Likewise, you are having multiple options here. Weighted route traffic to different endpoints based on weight. If one website is very busy, having hundreds and thousands of users, it is already requesting, and still further traffic is coming, then it will take to some different website. Okay, it will redirect that user to different website, means another website which gives the same look and feel for the end users. Priority. Okay, route traffic to another endpoint in case the primary fails. This is the one. Okay, I'm going to use, I'll say a priority means what, if my first website is down by any chance, okay, then what we can do, yes, so what we can do here, we can say that go to the second website. Priority, I'm just making the routing based upon priority. If my first website is down, go to second. How that is going to happen, I'll just show with the network routing configuration. That's what we are going to do. Next, I'll say a Naresh RG as resource group. Okay, because my app services and websites basically is deployed on Naresh RG resource group. So I want to keep my traffic manager profile also in Naresh RG resource group only. Okay, fine. So let this get deployed here. Okay, deployment is succeeded. We'll wait for some time for it. Okay, it will come, guys. It will come. Things should get updated at the backend also. Okay, good. Now say it came here. I'll go to this traffic manager profile. Now I'll go to the endpoints. Websites are nothing but endpoints. Traffic manager read websites as an endpoints. Okay, so I'm going to endpoints here. Now see here, I'll say here add. I'm adding the websites to traffic manager profile. Where is your website? Your website is hosted where? Your website is hosted where? Is it hosted in Azure or it is hosted in virtual machine? Is it hosted in on-prem? Where it is hosted? These two websites is hosted where in Azure na? In Azure we have hosted na. So I'll say here Azure endpoints. External endpoints means somewhere else it is hosted. Nested endpoints is something different. I'm saying here Azure endpoints. Okay, fine. Next, priority name. I'm giving the name as priority 1. I'll give the name as a priority 1. Okay. Next, target resource type. Okay, you have deployed your websites, which is nothing but endpoints, using what? Using cloud service, using app service slot, public IP address. What? Using app service. So select your app services. Select your app services. Target resource. See, you are having two. My app 1515, my app 1717. So which you want to set it as priority 1? Okay, your choice. You can set this one as priority 1, set this as priority 2. Purely your choice. So which website you want to consider as priority 1? I'll say here this one. Okay, go for it. Then custom header settings, just pass this heading for this website. Put it here and say add. Okay. Next, say here add again. Name, we'll give it as priority 2. Okay. I'm saying here the target as what? App services. Then I'm saying here my app 1717 as priority 2. Okay. Come here. Paste this one. Click on add. That's it. Finished. Your job is finished now. So what is going to happen now? This traffic manager profile, okay, whenever it is taking up the requests for users, okay, so why it is disabled. So whenever it is taking the users requests, what it will do, it will always send the users request to priority 1, this website. Okay, suppose if it is disabled, why we disable? If we are deploying any code, if we are building the code, if we are making some changes in the website kind of stuff, then what it will do, silently it will redirect all the users to the secondary website, that is this website. That's it, finished. This is your traffic manager profile network routing configuration that you are doing for your different websites which are having a same look and feel. Is that clear, guys? Next, we are having firewalls. We are having next firewalls. Firewalls is also coming as platform as service. Firewall also comes as platform as service. When we want to have the complete control on our Azure resources, okay, when we want to have a full control on our virtual machine, and we want to control what all the websites should open, what websites should not open in our Azure virtual machine, in our cloud servers and all, then we can use Azure firewalls there. Okay. Azure firewall is what? Is basically a cloud-based network security service that protects your Azure virtual network resources. Yeah, virtual network resources means it could be websites, it could be virtual machines, it could be databases, it could be file share server, it could be load balancers, etc., etc. Every single thing. It's a fully stateful firewall as a service with built-in high availability and unrestricted cloud scalability. Okay, firewall is a network security service that allows customers to monitor and control the incoming and outgoing traffic. Yeah, you can control the traffic here, mentioning that what should open, what should not open. Okay, if anyone wants to connect to our VM, then their request have to go through the firewall only. Like this kind of control that you want to put it, then you can go for the firewall implementation. Guys, see, firewall, traffic manager profile, load balancers, what all I'm showing these days, these are all very high-end services. High-end services in Azure cloud computing. If you mention in your resume, you know how to build or how to configure this from the scratch, it will really gives you a value add for your profile. Okay. So for network engineers, I can say here mostly this is relevant, but it is mentioned in the syllabus. That's why I'm teaching this one. But mostly it is suitable for networking people who are working as network engineer, cloud network engineer, mostly cloud network engineers. We are having multiple profiles also in cloud computing, guys. Okay, fine. So these are some key points for Azure Firewall. What are the key points here? See, Azure Firewalls can block our traffic completely and allow only the required traffic. It can completely block the traffic and it can allow only the required traffic. This I'm going to show practically. Practically, I'll just show this one. Okay, we can configure the firewall on a fully qualified domain name as well. If you're having a domain, Then you can configure your firewall even on domain name as well. We can also implement NAT rules, okay, in Azure firewall for a given IP address, and when the request comes, then we can map it to a particular port number also. NAT rules is what? NAT rules is basically the rules that we are implementing on the firewalls, so that firewalls can control the network traffic for our Azure resources. I'm showing this with virtual machines. Okay, firewall adds a lot of value over and above the NSG rules. That's very true. If you guys remember, in NSGs, we are having some 25 to 30 services to open or to block. Correct or not, guys? Correct now. See, we have opened the RDP port. Please see the recordings. Please see the recordings. We have opened the RDP ports as an inbound. We have opened the SMTP ports as an outbound. So like this 20-25 ports we are having for NSG. But when it comes to firewall, firewall adds a lot of value over NSG, because in NSGs we are having a limited scope of 25 to 30 services. But in firewalls, you can block, you can allow whichever service you want using the firewall rules. Okay, NSG is very cheap and firewall is a fully fledged service which cost very high. Yes, NSGs are little cheaper compared to firewalls, but firewall services are very costly. Okay, so guys, this is the theoretical information. All Azure Firewall is a service which we can do zone redundancy kind of stuff. Okay, diagrammatical representation. See here how it is happening. This is one virtual network. Firewall architecture diagram it is. This is one virtual network. In this virtual network, I am going to deploy subnets. One subnet is for my virtual machine web server. One subnet is for my firewall. Okay, and what I'll do here, I'll implement a rule on the firewall. Based upon that rule, okay, using the firewall public IP through an API, I'm going to log into my web server. Okay, and using the route table, I'll control the network traffic inside my web server. Okay, when I'm implementing the NAT rule, then in the NAT rule, whatever the ports, whatever the services that I am allowing or denying, okay, that to fulfill that one, okay, using an API, okay, if suppose for an example, I have allowed a port to log into the VM. Firstly, the VM is completely blocked. The VM can be accessed only through firewall services. Okay, then I'll implement a NAT rule, okay, for virtual machine login, and then using an API, I'll log into the web server. Same, what I'll do here, I'll implement again a NAT rule to control the traffic inside my virtual machine, and I'll route the network traffic through route tables. I'll just show. See, maybe if I'm telling like this, you are not getting it 100%. I understand. Okay, when we do practically, you may understand the things very well. And when you do practically, then you will fully understand 100%. See, guys, it's human nature. It's human nature. See, I'll tell you one thing. If you listen something, you may understand. Okay. 15 to 20% of it. Correct, na? If you see practically, okay, you will understand 50 to 60%. Sure. 50 to 60% of it. If you do it, if you do the lab, read the material, okay, you understand, okay, you understand complete 100%. Correct or not? If I tell you a movie story, any movie story, okay, you listen to it just, okay, fine, you have understood something, okay, this is the plot and this is the story. But when you see the movie investing some 2 hours, then you will understand that movie completely. Oh, like this it is happened and all this stuff. But when you make a movie practically as a director and assistant director, then you will experience a completely different thing. Correct or not? This is what how it is happened. So it's not for firewall. I'm just saying it's for every concept. It's for every concept. It works like this only. Okay, if you see, that's why what I'll do here, mostly 95% of the syllabus, I'll teach through practicals only. And that you guys are also experiencing, right? As we have covered almost 60% of the syllabus till now. Okay, fine, guys. So this is the implementation steps of the firewall. Okay, firewall is a very big demo actually. See, it's having multiple steps here. Creating resource group, provisioning virtual network, provisioning virtual machines, provisioning firewalls, implementing the firewall rules. Okay, all this is the things that we are doing here. Okay, adding the firewall rules and then adding the route table. Okay, many things. Again, the route table again, implementing the firewall rules for the network traffic for the web applications and all. Many things up to here. Up to here, the firewall demo is we are going to do. So it will take at least it will take 30 minutes, guys. Okay, 30 to 45 minutes it will take. Okay, so I'll just stop the class here. On Monday's class, we will see the firewall implementation. Okay, firewall implementation we'll see on the Monday's class. Okay, is that clear, guys? Any questions, anyone? Yes, no? Silence, I cannot understand. Okay. Okay, fine. All right, guys. Then, yeah. Monday we'll go for the firewall implementation. See, do the labs, guys. Again, I'm telling, refer the recordings. Do the labs. Only attending the classes will not give you a job. Will not give you a job until. Okay. Yes, until you do. Okay, until you put your hands, you cannot learn, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, after 1 month, you will completely forget the things. Dilip, I have told just now in detail. I have given the explanation to Madhavi. Madhavi has asked the same question. Please see the recording and check it. Okay. I'm having assignments, Kaja. I'm going to give you the many POCs here, proof of concepts. That is kind of mini projects only, but not now. Okay, right now the time for you guys is to do the labs. Once you do the labs, then you can do the POCs also. That I'll give for every batch in the end of the batch. Okay, remind me at the end of the batch. On that time, I'll just give it to all of you guys. No problem. Okay. All right, guys, and bye everyone. Have a nice weekend ahead. Good day. Take care.